Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. I'm beginning to get flashes of my normal voice. I'm feeling a lot better, so before the scratchy voice disappears for good, I suppose I'll throw you a bone. I'm Batman! There you go. Let's head in now. You'll recall that we left off just outside Riverwood, really just doing some low-level wilderness exploration, gathering of ingredients and the like. Without further ado, let's head on over there. We need to check the water carefully. You can see the dragonflies over here. It's easy to miss these, and you want to catch them all, because they've got some pretty good alchemical effects. I think we got all three just then. 1 blue, 2 oranges. Very good. Now, it's usually the case that if you see dragonflies above water, there are fish underwater. But it looks like that's not the case this time. Which is fine. Let's roll over here just to grab that slaughterfish egg. Let's keep eyes on that elk. That's our target. The best thing to do on Legendary, as silly as it seems, is to sprint up to him and whack him with your greatsword. As long as you can get him into a sort of corner. And it's important to note they really are all-terrain critters. Nothing stops them from moving, but if you can get him somewhere where he moves slow or has to turn, then you are in pretty good shape. Down he goes, and our two-handed increased to 26. Good. So he's got small antlers and an elk hide. If you're playing without the unofficial patches, there will be no differentiation between elk hide and deer hide, and there isn't in my list. I need 15 total, so that number's down to 14. I need 3 small antlers. That number is now 2. Let me pop that into here right quick. And we'll get back to work. That actually went a lot smoother than I expected it to. I thought there would be reloads and trouble, but not so. That was good. So let's grab this Nirnroot now. They're a useful ingredient in their own right, but we need 20 of them for a quest in Riften. Few and far between for Ingen Blackbriar, so with that in hand, I only need 19 more. Goody. And that pretty much does it for the far side of the river. Let me see if my fish have spawned in yet, before I give up and leave here. It's looking like no. Yep, no fish. Okay. So now what we want to do is head up the river. If you'll indulge me while I take a sip of tea. Oh, that's good. A couple of housekeeping announcements while we're just swimming. I think it's worth telling you that, in addition to adding links to the text of every book I find to the video descriptions, I have also uploaded all of my lists to a Google Drive folder. And the link to that folder can also be found in the video descriptions. So salmon are useless as an alchemical ingredient. Well, the non-jumping salmon are useless as an alchemical ingredient. I just grabbed them for completion's sake. But these jumping salmon drop a salmon roe, which helps you make incredibly valuable potions. You can raise your alchemy super fast with salmon roe, which is what you want. Did I get both? Let me watch this side a moment. I did. Good. Alright, let's head to the other side. I think there are only 2. There might be 3 to catch over here. I should have had that. That was lame. Should have had that. That was lame. There, we got him. One more. I think that's all. Let's watch a moment just to be sure. Yep, we're all set. 6 salmon roe. Very good. Alright. With that, we have just about made our way back up to Ember Shard. Let me check this little pool right quick. Just salmon. No useful fish. I'll still catch them though. Because that's how I do. I'm fairly sure that if we leave and come back, more dragonflies and some small fish will spawn in the river. So I'll keep my eyes open for that, but in reality I think we're good to head back up the road. It's just, I don't want to give up on the fish because, especially with salmon roe in my inventory, they will give me some exceedingly valuable potions when I do my first alchemy session. Let me see if I can make them spawn. I'm just really quick gonna head into Riverwood Trader. Maybe get rid of all my salmon meat.
Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose, for a Norwood village.
Let's see if that's sufficient to make them spawn in. Oh, that's good.
The Riverwood trait. Take a look.
Salmon meat, there it is. And some venison, too.
I better get back to clean.
And just because we're here, I'll go ahead and offload everything I'm hoarding into here. There's no differentiation yet, but that's okay. Now the hope is that rebooting the area convinced the little fishies to spawn. Because the fish you can catch in here, Abetian longfin, Cyrodiilic spadetail, river betty, hissed carp, they can make some very good potions. Damn it. Well, I got a new set of dragonflies. And I got fish. Good. I think I missed a dragonfly, though. I want to get all 3, damn it. No, come back. It's pretty pretty rare for me to get all three on one try. They really like to flee the scene, but we got them that time. Alright, where's fish number 3? They always come in groups of 3, just like the dragonflies do. The difference is they never flee, so they're a lot easier to catch. Come on, I know you're here. There's a second hissed carp somewhere. There he is. Got him. Good. Good. Much better. Now here's another set of dragonflies. Let's make sure we catch them. God damn it. He got away, didn't he? Yes. Just point at him and mash the E key, but sometimes it's not enough. Got him. Fish. Yes. 1 hissed carp, 1 Cyrodiilic spadetail, 1 Abetian longfin. Good. Now here's a third set. This is more like it. And of course 1 got away. There goes a fox. Damn it. This is not the most interesting thing, I admit, but I promise it's worthwhile. It's just the damn current makes it hard. And I got eyes on him. Where's number 3? Shoot. Jeez, come on. Okay. Damn it. Got him. Good. Now, do we have fish? Yes. And there we got all 3 of them. Good. That's more like it. Alright. I thought I saw a fox up here earlier, but he could have run anywhere by now. So we won't worry too much about him. That is much better. Good. I'm feeling much happier about our pending first alchemy session now. Oh, it's a bunny. Not a fox. Chasing down bunnies is actually pointless. I knew that 1 spawned in here. There's 1 more trio of dragonflies and fish in this pool. I gotta have a better approach than that. Man, that one ran fast. So did that one. Damn it. I didn't know they could dip underwater. What the heck was that? Alright, we got the orange. 2 blues are still chilling. That's good. Got too close to 1. Got him. Good. were fish here too, I saw them. Silverside perch, river betty, and if it'll let me, an Abitian longfin. Good. Now then, let's head back up here. Here's Ember Shard. We'll do that later. Let's just head back up the road. Getting all the stuff we skipped. That waterfall is too steep for jumping salmon, and nothing tends to be in those rapids, so... There are some thistles lining the road. What you really don't want to miss is the hanging moss here on the back of the thief stone. I don't know why I'm sneaking. I'm not going to run into anything. Or rather, I know when I will run into things and we're not there yet. Thistle over here. As we get up to this intersection, there's a mountain flower and a thistle hiding in that tree skirt. Now we can take that road to Falkreath. Riverwood's the way we came, and Helgen's up here. We're gonna head back toward Helgen, but we're gonna go the same direction that Hadvar and I took out of the keep. So don't miss that thistle. This is frequently a butterfly spawn point, but I don't see any right now. Don't miss the mountain flowers around this little cairnstone. That's the way back. I like to range up just a little bit to grab that purple mountain flower, and more importantly, to loot this beehive. Alright. Now we can head back up this trail, and I'm gonna start sneaking, because there's usually a fox up here. We can murder him and take his pelt. But not always. Spawns are a little bit unpredictable. Such is the nature of Skyrim. See, we got a thistle here. More tapanella in that stump. Yeah, no sign of any fox this time. Some red mountain flowers over here. And a blue and a purple. All most definitely worth having. He'll just keep on heading up. This is another typical butterfly spawn point, but I don't see one. Thistle and a couple of mountain flowers there. We need blue butterfly wings. That's why I'm kind of trolling for butterflies. Because we have to make a lot of fortify enchanting potions. Oh hey, look, one spawned. Too bad it's a standard. I mean, not too bad. You can make some okay potions to raise your alchemy skill with it, but I don't need normal wings like I do blues. Well, if they're spawning in, first of all, I can grab that mountain flower I missed. Maybe some have spawned down here. Looks like no. Oh well. Yeah, there's nothing. Shoot. Let's head back up here once again. Let's grab that thistle I almost missed. Now, in addition to blue butterfly wings, my favored second ingredient for fortify enchanting potions is Snowberries, just because they're exceedingly common and easy to get. When the terrain changes here, you can grab one snowberry off to the left, and right when we get back to the Helgen Keep exit, there's a second snowberry. Let me make note of those right quick, because those are important. Then I can take a sip of tea. And we can start exploring in earnest. Alright, now that we're back here, let's go use that pickaxe we stole. Plus, now we're not constrained by the need to follow Hadvar while over encumbered. Just keep your eyes peeled over here. I'm having a little trouble spotting it, but yeah, I think this is it. A fog effect was kind of weird. I want to come in here and grab a thistle, and we want these 3 corundum ore veins. We have a pretty strong need for corundum ore because we need a lot of iron. Well, we need a lot of iron ingots, but we also need a healthy number of steel ingots and a healthy number of corundum ingots. So, let's mine all 3 of these. We're finding gems. Amethyst, flawless garnet, amethyst. Now hold on to those gems, because once we find the spell transmute mineral ore in, I think it's in Halted Stream Camp, making jewelry is by far the easiest way to raise smithing. There's some gems we need for quests too, but we're not a high enough level yet to start finding them. We need flawless amethysts, and we need flawless sapphires. But you gotta be a pretty high level to find those mining. So we'll just head back to the road. Maybe butterflies have spawned now. Nope. Just a bunny rabbit. And I'll pop into sneak mode. I'm actually going to wait until nighttime. It makes sneaking easier. We're gonna handle a bandit camp. At this level, it should just be 3 ordinary bandits, which will certainly not be easy because we're on legendary, but it will be doable without too much pea shooting and running. Just head down the main road to Falkreath. Once we get into detection range, you can see the smoke from their fire up there. I'm going to start creeping because at this point we should be proximal enough that staying undetected helps us raise sneak. Got a few ingredients on the road over here. There's a more tapanella, a red mountain flower, 1, maybe 2 blues. Just 1. It's alright. Ever so slowly creeping along. Excuse me. Every time that happens, it gets a little easier to talk. Yes, sneak to 32. I like it. Let's keep creeping. We haven't really seen anything outside vanilla yet, but I do have Climates of Tamriel installed, so there will be some pretty cool weather effects. There goes a fox. I can't afford to chase him down right now. I have bandits to deal with. So let's just creep up here. Right until someone is able to spot us. Here, let's break line of sight. Because if we're still in detection range, we can still raise sneak. And we're definitely in range. Alright. We're not going to sneak any closer. Let's get ready. They're warning me not to get any closer. You want to take out the archer first if you can.
Give up on your
What you really want is to convince him to take his dagger out. Alright. Now with him dead, let's get some healing going. Yes, I understand my magicka is low. Alright, with the archer dead, this gets a lot simpler.
Paid for that? Close. It's something. You're dead.
There we go. Let's heal up again. Helps restoration kind of work its way up on its own. And look, now we have a full set of iron armor. So we can start raising heavy armor like I wanted to. Oh, not quite. You still don't have gauntlets. And I don't actually want to use the shield. We're going two-handers first. Good. It seems to think fur bracers are better than gauntlets. Is that true? Why, yes it is. How about that? Alright, let's go find the archer. Loot him as well. So first of all, he's got a better bow, and he has Treasure Map 1, which is a neat little note. There are, let me just tell you, there are 12 treasure maps in the game. Treasure maps 1 through 10, the Fort Newgrad treasure map, and Velek Sane's treasure map. They spawn special treasure chests that don't appear until you have found the appropriate map. So, alright, we've got that adequately noted. Let's look at treasure map 1. And you can see it's nearby. It points to a hollowed out tree across the river from Riverwood. So we'll be finding the chest very soon. Now here's something else. This is Night Falls on Sentinel. It's a one-handed skill book. And the interesting thing about it is it appears on 3 of my lists. It shows up, of course, on the book list as the one-handed skill book that it is. Skill books also appear on my free skill boost list. And Night Falls on Sentinel, we actually need to hold on to for a quest. Somebody in Dawnstar wants a copy. So, just give me a moment. Pull it off the book list. Pull it off the free boost list. And pull it off the gear list. Now, Night Falls on Sentinel is actually a fun little book. A lot of the skill books are basically expertly torturing somebody with a club. So you read the description, and apparently it makes you better with one-handed weapons. Night Falls on Sentinel, I think, originated in Morrowind. It was a blunt weapon skill book in that game. Let's just loot around. Take all their stuff. Now, don't miss up behind the camp. And I'll have to run around a little bit to find it, but there's an iron ore vein back here. There it is. We won't have access to a smelter until we go to Whiterun, which we do fairly early. Until then, we'll just hoard ore. And that'll be fine. Alright. Let me check my carry weight. I'm actually doing okay. So we'll keep going for now. But with that bandit camp clear, I'm going to make an anchor save just because I get anxious. Especially considering the game's tendency to crash. And let's explore this area a little more. There's a surprising number of goodies just here in the woods. We've been going 30 minutes. We're halfway through. Look here, somebody killed a skeever. There's an elk down there. We want to get in behind him. This is always easier to do if you can get him running uphill. Especially now that we're in heavy armor, we're going to be slower. He's aware of me, but I'm not quite close enough to make him run away yet. That's ideal. That's a random encounter. It's Talsgar the Wanderer. We'll deal with him later. Come here, douche. You're mine! Shoot, come on. Come on. Yes, uphill, good. Yes, corner, better. Bam! Got him. Alright, first things first. No antlers, but we did get another elk hide. That's good. We also hit level 5. So we need 13 more elk hides. Well, elk and deer. I'm not sure how they're actually going to play out with the patches installed. I guess we'll find out. Let's level up. Level 5 is going to be my first stamina level. 3 to 1, remember? So, I don't have any crafting perks available at the moment. So, let me see what else I could take. Novice Destruction, no. Novice Restoration, no. Novice Alteration. No. Novice Restoration would be useful, but there's something better I can take now. Shield Wall 1. Nope, not blocking yet. Armsman 1. Not doing one-handed yet. Overdraw 1. Not shooting yet. Agile Defender 1. Doing heavy armor first. We don't take any lockpicking perks. Light Fingers 1. Sort of, but there's something better. No speech perks. No illusion perks, no conjuration perks. In case you haven't guessed, what I'm going to take is Stealth 1. Get started in the sneak tree. You're 20% harder to detect. It's going to make sneaking a lot easier. Now, a little note about the stealth perks. I find it's really only worthwhile to take the first level because it gives you a 20% boost. Subsequent levels only add 5 to that, so Stealth 2 takes it from 20 to 25. You can sink 5 perks in it to have 40. I personally think it's more worthwhile just to have the one and use the perks elsewhere. I mean, Legendary means we'll eventually have them all, of course, but... Alright, we handled that elk like champions. So let's head up here to this Shrine of Talos. There was a slaughter here. So loot all the dead worshippers. There should be 4. And there they all are. Loot the shrine itself. There's a leveled sword here, which at my low level is just iron. Can hit the shrine itself to cure all your diseases and get a blessing of Talos, which is useless since we don't have any dragon shouts yet. And also note over here the dead Thalmor soldier, presumably responsible for the slaughter. He's the one you really want to loot because he's got the good stuff. And he has a note, which I need to remove from my list. Thalmor orders. Now what this one basically says, and let's mark it red, is that Elenwen doesn't believe him that there's a Shrine of Talos out here. So she sends him by himself, and apparently he found it and killed all the worshippers, but got killed in the process. To which I say, good. Fuck that guy. Fuck all the Thalmor. Just pulling it off my list. Alright. I've got 60 pounds of carry weight left, which is still honestly pretty good. There's another iron ore vein just down here. Make sure you nab that. Okay. Finished my tea, time to switch to water. And let's head back to the road. There's one more little bit of exploration to do out here. I'm gonna guess that Talsgar is still there. He'll have the honor of being our first random encounter. He's not moving, so this will be Barred at Rest, I believe. Yeah, you can run into Talsgar multiple times in several instances. He can be traveling, in which case he'll be in motion. This is Barred at Rest, and you can also find him in the middle of a fight. This is Barred at Rest, since he's holding still. So let me just point out, there's nothing over there. There's a very easily missed pine thrush egg right here, along with some mountain flowers. as we get close to him. Alright, well, let's have a chat with this guy, shall we?
Hello there, fellow traveler. One itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service. Smell that fresh air? Truly, this is a good place to play a song. All right then. Hello there, friend. How lucky for you to chance upon a bard on the road.
That it?
The life of adventure and
No.
song is the life for us, eh, friend? Aye.
Okay.
Smell that fresh
I
air?
don't want to pay gold to make a
Truly, this is
request.
a good place to play a song.
What are you doing out here?
Some may find their inspiration tucked away in tombs, or by carousing in the cities. But I find it here, in the vast expanses of Skyrim.
Can you teach me about speechcraft?
Ah, well, after a little incident with a roguish lad and the daughter of a prominent thane, well, let's just say, best not. Afraid not. But if you're serious about sharpening that tongue, you might try the Bard's College in Solitude.
Fair enough.
Aye.
Oh wait, he does multiple responses. What are you doing out here?
Observing and capturing the epic struggle for Skyrim. When brothers clash with bitter blades, surely there is a song to be found.
What are you doing out here?
Why, to perform for my common man, of course. Why should only the courts and inns of wealthy towns be given the gift of music?
Excuse me. Alright, now he's done.
All right, then.
But we're not. We're gonna grab that mountain flower, and then we're gonna pick his pockets. So he's got some pretty good stuff. You'll note that pickpocketing is pretty hard, because we're at 15. He's got a couple of books. We'll grab Horker Attacks and read it, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a guide to surviving Horker attacks, which is kind of fun. And then it looks like he has 2 copies of The Wolf Queen Volume 4. The Wolf Queen series is really interesting to read. Like, all 8 of them are just fun. One of them is a skill book. Volume 1, actually. But they're basically a biographical series on a historical fiction biographical series on Queen Botema of Solitude, the Wolf Queen. You'll learn more about her, I promise.
Never.
So let's get the books. Now, everything else is pretty straightforward, but Mudcrab Chitin is actually on the list. You need it to make things in Hearth Fire. Specifically, you need 16 samples. That number is now 15. Pretty cool.
Never.
Or it will be, once I successfully pickpocket it. There we go. Alright, now the rest we can just take. Pickpocket increased to 16.
Never.
Pickpocket increased to 17. And pickpocket increased to 19. Very good. Pickpocket goes up very fast. If you make a point of stealing everything off of everybody like I do, it's almost always the first skill to hit 100. It just screams upward. Which is fine, because you can pickpocket some pretty good stuff. It's a particularly good way to find enchanting effects, because for whatever reason, people carry lots of enchanted jewelry. You can find almost all of the apparel effects through pickpocketing. Alright. Got the slaughterfish egg. There's nothing out in the lake. Carry weight's okay. We're heading up here to these standing stones. There's a conjurer there. Mages are very, very difficult, because they have infinite magicka. Enemy mages do. Or close enough to infinite that it might as well be infinite. So you can't rely on draining their spell power like you could in Morrowind. And they even if you like poison them with damage magicka regen, it doesn't work. Which is kind of unfair if you ask me. Creep up here for another pine thrush egg. Trying to break line of sight with her. And the other thing that makes mages super difficult, especially on Legendary, that almost all of them know healing spells. So, it is what it is, you just have to deal with them however you can. For me, that usually involves bum rushing.
You're dead.
She is thankfully novice flavor. Didn't help me much, did it? Oh, what the heck, dude.
Never should have come here.
Damn it. She's hurting me bad.
Never should have come here.
Forgot about Tal's car. God damn it. Actually, landing a sneak attack might help. If I can get around behind her. Without turning her aggressive, of course. Let's just wander away a little. Up to here. So we can break line of sight. Now she should turn back to the altar, which is what I'm hoping for.
Never
Apparently
should have
not.
come here.
Come on. Damn it. He keeps doing this. Oh, oops. She's still facing me. Just turn around. Shoot. Come on. Maybe I can go this way instead. And actually, this does afford me the opportunity to show you something important. Which you need to get now. The first time you come here, the corpse can unspawn. I'm not sure if the unofficial patch fixes that or not. But over behind this particular tree, you can find a dead woodcutter with the unique two-handed axe, the Woodsman's friend. Which, of course, is on my unique item list. Always the first one I find. Alright. Let's see if we can creep up on this hoe bag. Well, we're raising our sneak at least. What the fuck? Come on. It's like she's just rotating to face me. No matter if she can see me or not. Let's try this. If we head all the way up here, first of all, just as a preview, this plateau is where Lakeview Manor ends up being. I'm not going to worry about him right now. Got a goddamn mage to deal with. Now see, unless she's just programmed to face me, regardless of detection, she should have her back to me as I approach from this way. So let's see what she's doing. She isn't turning. Good. Good. Yes, keep looking that way. Oh, this is outstanding. It's not going to make much of a difference. Even with perks, you can't, two-handers aren't built for sneak attack. Oh, come on! So what we'll get is exactly one double damage hit. It might make the difference. We'll see. Yeah, it's like she's just somehow able to sense me if I get close enough. Even though I'm coming in from directly behind her. And I should be moving slow enough not to make any noise. Oh well.
Never should have come here.
That was close. You have to kill her fast enough. Oh, come on! He keeps doing this thing where...
Never should have come here.
Smack her hard enough to get some stagger, baby. That's the key. How do you like them apples, bitch? Alright, let's heal up. And let's search her. And now let's search her little stand. Things not to miss. There's a Nightshade. Just the one. Which we need 20 of. That number, of course, now drops to 19. Which is great. Let me adjust my list accordingly. So gold. The two big prizes are the steel sword, and I'm just going to be able to carry everything, which is great. And the major thing is this here skill book, 2920 Volume 9, Hearth Fire. It's a Conjuration skill book. So, the 2920 series is another in-the-universe historical fiction set of books about, surprise, 2920, the last year of the First Era, which is when the, I want to say when the Riemann Emperors got killed. But, the main thing, of course, is it's one of the very few magic boosts available in the game. Magic has by far the fewest free skill boosts available in general. Because, I guess, because the North hate magic. So, we are bumped right up against our carry weight. So it's time to head to Riverwood and offload some stuff. Oh, come on. There we go. Nice thing is, until you complete the Golden Claw, Riverwood Trader is open 24/7. You can just head on in.
The Riverwood Trader. Some may call this junk. Me, I call
Alright,
them
what's for
treasure.
sale? That book. Need to keep my ingredients and gems. Can sell this. We've already got the novice robes to disenchant, so we can sell those too. keep all this. We can sell the embalming tools. Sell all this. Fortified destruction we definitely need to keep. That's a better bow. I want to hold on to those because they still represent the best armor I found, or light armor I have. Can sell the iron daggers. We need to keep that for Fortify Illusion. I think I already have an iron shield stashed. And an iron sword. Can sell the Nord mead. Can sell those potions. Sell the seared slaughterfish. Ah, we can sell the iron swords. So we got a steel sword, which is going to be a better one-handed weapon anyway. Falmore boots and gloves and orders can all be sold, as can tomatoes. And Treasure Map 1, once you read it, you don't need to hold on to it anymore.
Damn.
There's a bit more to do, namely some trades to make in here. These all just go in. The hunting bow goes in. Steel sword goes in. And a few things come out. Namely the longbow and the iron sword. And we can sell those.
My sister... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. All right, then.
Very good. Now I'm going to fast travel to the Guardian Stones. And, conveniently, it's been about an hour, and so this is where I'm going to leave things. Getting better and better. Still scratchy, of course, and I apologize if that bothers you. But, that's it for this third installment of Let's Play Skyrim. Next time, we're going to do a little more exploring. Namely, we're going to probably go ahead and kill him because he's an outlaw. That hunter down at that camp, and then we're going to loop over to Anisa's cabin and get ourselves a functional house. I mean, there's a bed to sleep in, there's an alchemy lab, and there's an enchanting altar. Pretty cool. So, that's what's on tap. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.